you through the stages of Australia's skilled migration. All right. Number one stage is the stage of being understanding if you're eligible or not. Now, listen attentively. Most people are eligible, while some are not eligible. And I'm going to be doing a video that will show you if you're eligible or not. Number two is finding your occupation. Now, when we talk about skilled migration, most people think most times it's just in terms of skilled. Some people say, I am skilled in this, I am skilled in graphic design, I'm skilled in that. No, that is not what I mean. What we mean here is you can say occupation. What did you study in school? Let's bring it down. Which university did you go through? How many years of experience you have in that thing you studied? Now we now carry what you've studied and we can now say, is this thing you studied part of what Australia is looking for? Is your occupation in the occupation list? It's not for everybody. You might be whatever you are. You might be a doctor or something. You might be an engineer. You might be a barrister. Call all the occupation in the world. And probably in this financial year, your occupation is not on the occupation list. There's no need of pushing. There's no need of sending us a lot of DMs because it will not really help out. You might have to wait for the next financial year. Which is after 1 year. That's the second thing to check if your occupation is on the occupation list. I call it accessibility of your occupation. All right. Number two is if your occupation is on the occupation list, the next thing is for you to find out if you can do your skill assessment. Your skill assessment is like being able to assess your qualification and assess your experience, professional experience based on Australian standard. And there are lots of Australian institutions that are made for different occupations. For instance, I'm a medical personnel, I'm a medical lab scientist. Those responsible for all this association of Australian Institute of Medical Lab Science. The third one is when you're done with the skill assessment, you do what you call your expression of interest. Your expression of interest is the third stage and the penultimate stage, which is very, very important. That is where you're able to express to different Australian states that is hosting your occupation. When I mean hosting your occupation, I mean people who need you, I who need your occupation, people who your occupation fall under their shortage list. You can be able to express your interest, and this expression of interest, it's actually not just as it is. I will explain all these things one after the other. When you express your interest, the next stage is now when you're being invited to apply for nomination. When a state invites you to apply for nomination, you are the expression of interest stage, then you are able to apply for nomination. When you apply for nomination for a particular state, they can be able to now tell you to apply for visa. They send what to call ITA, which is invitation to apply for visa. Then you apply for your visa and then you wait and do all the necessary things. And then here we go, you get your visa and then you pack your bags and start coming to Australia. Guys, don't think that this is just what it looks like. I'm going to be doing, just follow this page. I'm going to be doing all these four stages I've listed. I'm going to be teaching them in depthly in each of the videos that are going to coming out in the next few days. I'm just going to keep it very simple. Let's recap. Remember, find your occupation, eligibility, find your occupation. Number two, number three, skill assessment. Number four is able to do your expression of interest and then apply for your visa and then wait and get your visa. All right, see you same time next week.